So welcome back to the state of the Indian economy, the state of the major sectors of the Indian economy at the time of independence. We've already finished with agriculture. We've talked about industry, and in this, I'm going to talk about the foreign trade sector. Okay, so here we go. Just go through that while I'm talking. This is what it is. Yeah, so the state of India's foreign trade at the time of independence was that, let us look at the composition of India's trade. We were an exporter of the primary products and we were importer of finished goods. So we exported raw material. And imagine, India was such an important trading nation since ancient times. She was well known for exports of goods like fine cotton, silk textile, iron goods, precious stones, ivory work, wooden goods. But the restrictive policies of the production, trade and tariff policies adopted by the British government affected the structure of the composition and volume of India's foreign trade. So that was the reason. So we became a exporter of only primary products, that is raw materials. So such as cotton, jute, indigo, raw silk, wool, etc. And what did we import? Consumer goods like finished goods, like cotton, silk, woolen clothes, and capital goods like machinery. So we ended up doing that. And talking about the direction was primarily which was our main partner. That was basically the Britain, UK. Because we were a British colony, exports and imports of the country became only they became a monopoly control of the British government. And furthermore, the Suez Canal was opened in 1869, and that reduced their transportation costs between India and Britain. So it became a direct route for the ships operating between India and Britain. Otherwise, we had to come right from the Cape of Good Hope, that is the African continent. So more than 50% of India's foreign trade was restricted to Britain. And see, the first point that I've written is the surplus trade. Really, it was such a good thing. The most important feature of India's foreign trade was the generation of a large export surplus. Which means what? Our exports earnings exceeded our imports. So we had a surplus balance of trade. And any country which has a surplus of trade it goes for economic development of the country. But what happened was that the Britishers made use of this, and they said we were using this amount for home charges. Now what were these home charges? They made payments to England for invisible imports like services of British Army, of the civil officials, of shipping and insurance companies, interest on debt raised in England. And so they termed this as home charges, and which was as high as around rupees 40 crore per annum. So foreign trade being what it didn't benefit India for any economic development. So with that, we go to the next, we'll do infrastructure.